Landon, I loved your last video. I thought it was super interesting. I also had no idea what S&P stands for, so I looked it up on the source of all truth of yesteryear. Now, when everyone needs answers to questions, they go to AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, whatever they are. I decided to check my favorite source, Wikipedia. Now, Wikipedia and I have had a great relationship for a long time. In high school, every time they told you to research things, they said, do not use Wikipedia, it's wrong. But I always used Wikipedia, and it was always right. I don't know why they told us not to use Wikipedia. Seems like there's everything you could possibly ever know could be on there. For a while, I actually got rid of Wikipedia on my browser as an option because I would just go and read things for hours and hours because super interesting. The only downside was I got almost nothing done. So now I feel like I have a okay relationship with Wikipedia. Anyways, on Wikipedia, I learned that S&P stands for Standard & Poor's, which is some company that started it, or I only looked up what it stood for because I don't really care that much. But I answered your question.
Yes!
Now, Landon, I don't know how much experience you have with Wikipedia, but I'm sure you know about whenever you open Wikipedia, they're asking you to donate money. And I get that it's free and they want you to help it grow, but as for me, I'm like, the whole point of it is it's free if I have to pay for it. I don't know, maybe I'm selfish, but I've always ignored that. I wonder who is paid that? If most people ignore it, or maybe I'm the only bad person and everyone else is donating to Wikipedia. I guess it's possible. One of my favorite Wikipedia articles that I've ever read is the list of escapes from prison by helicopter. I have no idea who recommended me this article, but it's been one of the most interesting things I've ever read. It turns out back in the day, if you just landed a helicopter in a prison, people assumed it's probably supposed to be there. So that worked for a while. Then people would try and steal them in prison, and it'll show you on this article a chart of which ones were successful and which ones weren't. It also goes through all the movies where there's been a prison helicopter escape or escape attempt, and those are interesting because some of those are real, some of those are not, but turns out escape from prison by helicopter has a pretty high success rate. So if you're ever in prison, Landon, make sure you use a helicopter when you escape. I know I will. Another ways I've wasted a lot of time on Wikipedia is just reading about climbing. You know I'm obsessed with climbing, but the problem is I'll read about a climber and all of their different accomplishments, and each little blue hyperlink I can click on will take me to the climb they climbed, and then someone else who climbed it, and then their accomplishments, and as you know, it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling down the hill until 5 hours later, I'm reading about octopus mating behavior in the Mariana Trench. Wikipedia has a lot of really cool things. I do wonder at what point it went from not trustworthy to trustworthy, because I do remember, like I said earlier, that for a while people didn't trust Wikipedia, but now I trust it more than AI. AI, I know, is written by a computer and taken from humans. Wikipedia is written by humans, or is AI writing Wikipedia now? Gosh, I hope that's not true, but now that everything's controlled by AI, maybe it is. Anyways, Landon, I love Wikipedia. I know you've played the Wikipedia game. You call it speedrunning Wikipedia. I just call it the Wikipedia game. But the point of this game for anyone listening who's not Landon is you have to start on a Wikipedia article, and your goal is to get to a certain Wikipedia article. And you just press the blue hyperlinks until you get to the article. And you try and beat the other person, or time yourself, or just do it during class when they say research. Because Wikipedia looks like a good research page, so I would use that a lot in high school. But yeah, the Wikipedia game is a lot of fun. Some people will play where you're allowed to press the back arrow, but I just say once you've clicked it, you're stuck there. Sometimes you'll click something that takes you away the wrong way and you wish you could go back, but you cannot. Anyways, Landon, my plan is to play the Wikipedia game this week. So my question for you is, give me 2 articles that I can go from, and I'll see how fast I can get there. If it's short enough, maybe I'll do it in a video. Anyways, Landon, I'm excited to see which articles you pick. Hopefully you don't go too hard on me, but also don't make it too easy. Take care.